now we're gonna go over some foam roller recovery tactics. We've got about 14 movements for you. Again, I really like 30 seconds or less per exercise, but at least 30 seconds or so, really to get into that muscle or tendon. Our first exercise, we're gonna do Achilles rollouts. So you can either do both legs here, or you can just pick a single leg. Sometimes I'll cross my leg over and we'll just roll out here over our Achilles, which is that point right from our heel to the bottom of our calf. You're just gonna roll here for about 30 seconds. Maybe you move left, maybe you move right. You'll go on that left leg. Again, you can do both, or you can go over to that right leg right afterwards. Left, right, moving right there. From there, we want to make this a natural progression. So from here, we'll roll up, we'll go into our calves. So I'll kick this foam roller up a little bit. And now, something I like to do is to keep my toes nice and straight, roll all the way up and down that calf while I'm breathing. From there, maybe I'll kick my toes out to the side. That way we get that lateral portion of our calf, and then maybe I'll roll my toes inwards. So then you can get that internal portion of your calves. Again, from there, let's stay nice and fluid. We'll move up into our hamstrings. We'll do that same thing that we did on our calves, moving our toes forward. You'll roll all the way out from the back side of your knees all the way to the bottom of your glutes. Maybe you'll move those toes out to the side, do the same thing so you get lateral, and then maybe move those toes in so we can get internal as well. From there, we'll start to focus on a single leg at a time. First off, I'll hit that lateral portion of my leg, starting with that lateral portion of my hamstring, surrounding my IT band. Just trying to loosen that up for about 30 seconds. From there, maybe I'll roll to the top portion, the lateral portion of my quad. All right, and we'll stay here about 30 seconds before we roll over onto a quad stretch. So now I'm still staying in that same leg. So maybe here, if you use their left, stay with your left leg. I'll go into a quad, roll out here with my left quad, and I'll go internal, I'll go external. So I'll hit all heads of my quadricep muscle for about 30 seconds from your knee all the way up into your hips. You'll switch over, you'll go onto your right side now and do that same quad stretch, going all the way down, internal, external, rolling your toe out and in. That way you can hit all portions of that quad muscle. From there, you'll go onto that lateral side with your right, just like we did on the left. You guys know by now, so you should do that for 30 seconds or so. From here, guys, we'll get into our glutes now. Our glutes, our pelvis, that whole area surrounding our hip capsule all the way into our lower back. From here, I'm gonna kick my foot up and over, and now I'll just roll side to side. Just trying to get into that glute medius muscle, the part that's gonna connect to our bigger muscles, and just roll out here. Do what feels right for you here, right? So if you wanna move down a little bit, move down a little bit. If you wanna get a little bit higher there, that's great, 30 seconds. We'll do that on the left and on the right side. Same thing, right? Kicking that foot over, same thing there. Now, we'll get into our back, our lower back a little bit. A lot of us can use this, including myself. First one, guys, what I'm gonna do is that thoracic extension. So from here, guys, what I really want you to do is to breathe as you're going through this one. You'll start high on your upper back, and then we'll breathe to extend our back fully. From here, I'll move down one vertebra, and I'll do that same thing. I'll press into the foam roller, and I'll exhale to really extend your back all the way. Maybe you get a nice crack, pop here, should feel pretty good. We want you to move all the way down your spinal column, vertebra by vertebra. So after you hit every vertebra there, guys, the next one we're gonna get into is something called windshield wipers. Again, this one should feel pretty good. It's gonna be for our lower back. You'll get that foam roller pretty low here, right on the top of that spot where your hips meet your lower back. From here, I'm gonna grab either the ground or the foam roller. I'll kick my legs up, and now I'll just rotate, doing windshield wipers side to side, trying to keep my shoulders pressed towards the ground, and then I'll go up and over in the other direction as well. So you'll just windshield wiper here from side to side. Again, doing what feels right for you, what feels good, spending about 30 seconds on each exercise. About a few more here. I'm gonna flip this foam roller to go vertical now. Next one, I'm gonna lay all the way down on my back. We're gonna do some thoracic openers. A lot of people, our chest gets really tight. We start to roll forward. It's gonna be really good for postural reasons. So you'll lay all the way back on that foam roller. From here, I'll close my elbows all the way in, and I'll just let gravity do its job, pulling me towards the ground. Here, I'm breathing, and I'm just trying to get the back side of my hands to tap the ground. Maybe I'll do 3 breaths here and try to get a little bit deeper each time. And again, just letting gravity do its job. Feels good to be in this position. So enjoy it, 30 seconds, like I said, or more, if it feels good for you. Do about three reps here. After that third one, we'll go into our prayer grip rotations. So right here, guys, I'm just gonna roll onto my side. I'll get my feet out, and we're just getting up into that upper back and into our shoulders, doing what feels right for you here. All right, return to center, and then you'll do the same thing, rolling onto that right side. Again, we wanna keep those hands pointed towards the ceiling and just roll as deep as you can get here, and then back towards that midline. Cool? Last one, guys. This is one of my favorites. It's kind of like a Savasana stretch. You're just gonna put this foam roller on the back side of your neck here, and it's called just neck hang, right? Probably doesn't sound too good, but we're just gonna find that right position, hands by your side, and just let your neck fall off the top side here. No real big movements, just breathing and just sinking in. So you'll spend about 30 seconds here, guys, or 40, or a minute, whatever feels really good. And that'll be it for your foam roller stretches. We'll kick that out. Enjoy those 14 exercises. Again, on those first few, you can go both feet at the same time, one leg at a time. And again, I can't emphasize enough, do what feels best for your body. It may look different than anything I just showed, but we want you to feel good following this, all right? Thanks, guys. Have a good time.